Hello, Yankee fans. Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope everybody's doing well. Before I get started, I wanted to wish everyone a happy holiday. I hope that those people who are celebrating the holiday are the preparations are going well, and I hope they have an amazing holiday. So today, I wanted to go over the last night's game against the Blue Jays, Game 3 of the series, and this game was a game all about Chris Bassitt. Chris Bassitt, if for those who do not know, is the star, the best pitcher on the Blue Jays starting staff. Uh, he's like Garrett Cole of the Yankees staff. He's their best starter, and just like when the Yankees needed to get a W and needed Garrett Cole to shove, um, so did Chris Bassitt. Chris Bassitt went 7.2 innings, and he only allowed 5 hits, 0 earned runs. He had 12 Ks. Interesting stat about him is that he also got 200 innings. And another interesting stat about the Blue Jays staff as a whole is that the Blue Jays staff they had 4 starting pitchers who had 175 Ks this season, and obviously Luke Weaver and obviously Chris Bassitt got his 175th K early on in the game, and they never looked back from there. I did want to speak about Luke Weaver. So Luke Weaver, for those who do not know, the Yankees claimed him off waivers from the Mariners. He's 30 years old. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the season. And he only had 3 starts with the Yankees. He did lose this yesterday, right? He only allowed 2 runs, but he had 6 hits and 1 walk over 4 innings against the Blue Jays. But he also struck out 6. So overall, like out of 10, I would give him like a 5. He was like smack in the middle, which isn't bad because when he came from the Yankees, he had like a 6.40 ERA, 6.4 ERA in across 123 innings. But when he came to the Yankees, he really lowered that ERA. So yeah, I wonder really what the Yankees are going to do with him. Will the Yankees bring him back on a 1-year deal, like a prove it deal? He's 30 years old. It could be he's looking for a new contract, but I don't know how much leverage he's going to have in the free agent market because he didn't have a great campaign with the Mariners, and he didn't have like an amazing campaign with the Yankees. Like not some amazing campaign. He had a decent campaign, right? So I wonder if the Yankees are going to maybe bring him back on a 1-year deal. But obviously, if Matt Blake unlocks something, other teams are going to have tape on him, and desperate teams are going to go and maybe sign him to a much bigger contract than he's worth. So I really wonder what the Yankees are going to do. Are they going to bring him in? Because in my opinion, if you bring him in, that's another starting pitcher. In my opinion, I've mentioned this multiple times across multiple videos. I don't think the Yankees have that many starting pitchers. I know a lot of people are relying on Michael King, Johnny Brito, and Nestor Cortez, but in my opinion, I think those guys are going to have capped innings. So the Yankees are going to have to get as many starting pitchers as possible, and it'll be interesting what they do. What they do with him. Obviously, I don't know if he could go 200 innings, but can Matt Blake unlock more things? Can he give him an extra pitch to use? Can he develop him? That's what I really want to see. But obviously, the Yankees did see something within him because they brought him in, right? So hopefully the Yankees figure out they make the right decision, and I don't know what that is. If they should bring him in, they shouldn't bring him in, but hopefully they got the brains up there to figure it out. So with Luke Weaver, what happened with Luke Weaver in the game is that he really got killed by the long ball. Okay, I think he gave up a long ball to Dalton Varsho and Matt Chapman. So again, can Matt Blake really tone that down, not give up the long ball? That's an easy way to die for any starting pitcher and for any team is when you give up the long ball, because a long ball you don't get another chance. If you give up a double, let's say, right, you have a chance to get out of that. But when you give up the long ball, it's done, dead, and basically you're putting your team in a hole. I did want to say that Luke Weaver, within the Yankees' 3 starts, I think he had like 16 strikeouts and like only three walks. But again, like I reiterated before, and I'll repeat again, the Yankees are going to have to figure out what to do, because in my opinion, I know a lot of people are getting excited with the older starting pitchers, but in my opinion, Michael King is not going to be throwing 200 innings. In my opinion, Nestor Cortez is not going to be throwing 200 innings. Not everybody's Garrett Cole, but we don't need everybody to be Garrett Cole. So can the Yankees piece together a starting rotation in which they're able to mix and match pitchers depending on where they are in the season and not get fatigued? Okay, so now with that being said, let's get to the defense. There was really one defensive play in this game that I wanted to get to. And Anthony Volpe, he always takes hits from Yankee fans. He doesn't have an arm, but in my opinion, this guy has a lot of range. I know he's only a kid, and I don't know if that gets better or worse with time, but he does have a lot of range. In my opinion, we saw a little bit from Oswald Peraza yesterday, but on this play here, Anthony Volpe took a hit away from Alejandro Kirk. And if you see what happened, he literally was in the shortstop hole, and he went to his glove side, slid, stopped the ball, and threw a strike to DJ LeMahieu, which was pretty good. It was a really nice play, and that really caught my eye. Let's get to the offensive. Let's get to the offensive plays that I think the Yankees should be proud of. Although there wasn't many, so don't get too excited, guys. But in the top of the ninth is where the Yankees really had all their what's it called, they started to wreak havoc on the base paths. So in the top of the ninth, once they got rid of Chris Bassitt, finally, Austin Wells hit a pitch that was almost down the middle of the plate, and he hit it almost into right field, but Gavin Biggio made a really, really nice play to get him out. One thing I didn't like about that was that when he was running, he stretched out his leg to tag first base. That can always you don't want Austin Wells to hurt himself. So I do love the effort. I do love that you're going out there making sure that you don't give away an out. I really like that. But maybe I think it's maybe slide into first. I don't know. Figure it out. But like the way he landed on first base made me cringe a little. And I don't know if it made any of you guys cringe, but we don't want Austin Wells to get hurt, and maybe it's something that will linger on into the off season. We don't want to have to deal with that. We want him to in the off season right away be able to get better at hitting, get better at catching, whatever defensive stuff they have to do. That's what we want from Austin Wells. We don't want him to be dealing with a twisted ankle or something. I did like that in the top of the ninth, with 2 outs, Miguel Cabrera on first. He hit a scorching ball past third base, and the great thing about this was that the ball didn't even reach the wall, and he still got a double out of it. And this shows his speed. And obviously, I'm not saying anything new because we all know that Anthony Volpe has speed. That's not one of his weaknesses. So I just hope that it was really cool to see him get a double out of something that maybe would have been a base hit for some other people. So it was nice to see the Yankees getting younger and the Yankees getting a little bit more athletic. That's an athletic play to be able to get a double out of something that didn't hit the wall. And with that being said, the Yankees did have a missed opportunity in the ninth inning. They had second and third with 2 outs, and Pereira hit a ball to shortstop to end the game. And that brings up something that I'm starting to think is going to become more and more of a reality. I'm not sure how good Pereira is. And I wonder what the Yankees are going to do with him next year, because I don't think he's been hitting the ball as of late. Obviously, he did get injured, and that could be part of it. Maybe his timing is off. But I wonder if the Yankees are going to give him an opportunity for next year, because obviously the Yankees are pretty fed up with this season. Hal Steinbrenner is fed up, quote unquote, you know. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Pereira. Will they give him a chance to take the left fielder, to be the left fielder and take that position? Okay, with that being said, thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, share this video with your friends. And if you want any other video that you want me, if you have any other topic that you would like me to do a video on, please put it in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one.